Hey, what's going on, everyone? Happy D23. Today is the official launch of the D23 convention there in Anaheim, California. I actually was supposed to be there this weekend. Unfortunately, due to some emergency and kind of schedule concerns and all that, I wasn't able to go. So I am here and I'm keeping up to date with everything. And today's is they had the first real main panel of the show, and that's basically the Disney live action and animation stuff between Disney Studios and Pixar. But really, Disney live action is what I'm going to be talking about right now in this particular video, because a lot of stuff dropped just now within the last hour or so. There were talks about the new Lion King sequel, Mufasa, The Lion King, Snow White, The Little Mermaid. We got a glimpse of Hocus Pocus 2. We got a trailer for Disenchanted, the long-awaited sequel to Enchanted. And they dropped a little teaser from The Little Mermaid. So if you know me and you know you've been on the channel before and you've been following me, you know I don't really do reactions, right? But everyone has been kind of telling me, "Why don't you? Just try it out, react. I mean, you're gonna talk about it eventually anyway, right? So you might as well just give it a shot." So here I am. I'm giving it a shot. See how it goes. Let's see how I feel about it, and then we'll take it from there. But so right now, and again, I haven't seen these yet. I just been following the news on Twitter, and I said, okay, let's go for it, right? So the first trailer, let's take a look at right now, is Hocus Pocus 2. Now, just a quick heads up, I wouldn't consider myself to be like a big Hocus Pocus fan. I feel like it came out at a time like maybe, I don't know if I was too old for it, or it's just something that never really crossed my radar. I've seen it in like clips and spurts, so I'm familiar with it. I'm kind of familiar with the storyline. I'm familiar with obviously Bette Midler and um, all the other folks that are involved in the movie. Sarah Jessica Parker and all that stuff like that. So it was actually surprising to hear that they were going to make a sequel to this movie after so long. But hey, that's Hollywood, right? That's what everyone's doing these days. So let's check out Hocus Pocus 2 right now. I like the logo, the new logo.
I banish thee from Salem.
Oh, oh, is this like a prequel?
They were right to fear thee.
Yeah, she looks like Bette
Magic has
Midler.
a way of uniting.
Is that Fergie?
16th birthday.
She kind of looks like Fergie, doesn't she?
I have a gift for my favorite customers.
Black
Legend
Cat.
has it, it's on the 16th birthday that a witch gets her powers.
Oh, is this one of those where they're gonna have a younger generation mentored by the original witches? Oh, there we go.
Where did you get that candle? We have to get out of here. The witches will be here any second. The book is alive.
He woke up?
Can't lie, it kind of feels like Harry Potter-ish in a way.
Sunrise, we have to steal their soul.
Hey, Bette Midler looks great.
Can we talk about this?
We must fly!
Oh, Back to the Future.
Not to freak out. The vengeful maniac obsessed with getting revenge on Salem sounds very bad for Salem.
We should get some. Why? So we taste better when they eat us?
All right. It's cute.
Spread out.
I remember the chemistry between the sisters. It's always been kind of goofy, and each has their own different personality and all that. I remember Sarah Jessica Parker was extremely goofy.
Stop! I am a good zombie.
A good zombie. Okay, that was pretty funny. All right. Yeah, it's cute. I could see where the demographic is really leaning towards on this one. It's definitely for a younger generation. And I'm sure diehard fans of the original Hocus Pocus is gonna go nuts with this one for sure. It's I will honestly say it's not my cup of tea personally. But I could see why people will go nuts for this. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments on your thoughts on the Hocus Pocus 2 trailer there. But Disenchanted. Now, Disenchanted, I have to admit, this is something that I've actually been curious about. Um, I was surprisingly a huge fan of the original Enchanted. I believe Enchanted came out, as I look it up, back in 2007, right? And of course, it stars, Amy Adams and Patrick Dempsey, right? So I was going into that movie not really expecting anything. And I walked away really, really pleasantly surprised. I thought it was charming and very cute. I loved the kind of play they did on the classic Disney animated fairy tales, especially when it involves princesses and stuff like that. I think they did a really good job at kind of like dropping, doing that fish out of water type of scenario where, someone who is so used to living in this fantastical realm and world and then being dropped right in the dead heart of New York and dealing with, you know, New York and city life. And, instead of singing and having these lovely birds and all that flocking over, she had rats and, the usual vermin that you find, pigeons that you find in New York City and stuff like that. So it hit me really well, and it I don't know if I was just in a perfect mindset at the time, but I thought it was brilliantly done, and I was good with the movie being as it was. Now with this sequel following up, God, so many years later, I'm very curious as to how this is going to play out. So let's take a look at the Disenchanted trailer. Up, up, there they are. See, like I said, oh, look at the roaches and everything. That's just, for me, that's hilarious. Wow, Dempsey looks good despite how old he is now. I'm really digging that new logo. Oh, they moved out of the city? Interesting. Oh, they have kids? Oh, okay. Oh, James Marsden and India Menzel, right? I think that's who it is. I'm gonna pull a John Travolta. Maya Rudolph. Oh, be careful what you wish for. Yep. Oh boy. Oh, do I sense a little evilness coming out? Is that her daughter? Stepdaughter? Oh, okay. All right. All right. I like what they're doing here. They are so basically, the way the first movie ended, they were obviously happily ever after, living in the city and all that. And it looks like she's been able to adjust, but as most families do, they kind of move out into the suburbs to kind of escape the city life and kind of, live the suburban type of life. And I think that's kind of triggered her need and want for a more fairy tale kind of existence like what she was used to before. So it looks like she has a chance to kind of wish that upon themselves, and that's when the shenanigans break loose. And it looks like because this is so much of a want for her, it looks to me like it's kind of bringing out a little evilness in her. So it's kind of like the good princess turned bad in a way, or getting tempted with the dark side, right? I'm assuming it looks like that's her eldest daughter there, with the little baby being the second child or whatever. So it sounds like it's the eldest daughter that is playing more like the Cinderella role in this case, and she might end up becoming like the evil stepmother and all that. And it looks like it kind of almost like a WandaVision like switch where it affected whatever this wish was, affected everything within the vicinity. So that's why you see Maya Rudolph kind of becoming like this evil queen or whatever the case is. Um, Color me intrigued. Color me totally intrigued. I am definitely very curious about this one. And curious to hear your thoughts about it as well. So definitely let me know in the comments. But here we go. Last but not least, at least for this particular video, we get a glimpse of The Little Mermaid. Now, according to Twitter and those who are there in attendance, it looks like when they were talking about The Little Mermaid, you had Halle Bailey coming out on stage and talking about part of this world, part of that world, right? The production. It sounds like it took 3 days to film, and very passionate about it. It looks like this was definitely a passion project and something that they're really really working hard on. And I've heard nothing but outstanding things on Twitter about this. So I'm definitely curious to see how it looks and it turns out. So let's take a look. Water. Fishies. There's some music. You hear it already. All right. We're under the sea. Yeah, it looks like the abandoned ship. Oh, wow.
Out of the sea. Wish I could
Wow.
part of that
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Got a little emotional there. That looks beautiful. Wow. Okay, first thing that really stuck out, the minute she entered her, I guess like her home where she keeps all her knickknacks and doodads and all that, that looked directly like it looked like directly from the animated movie. Um, just the look and how everything was laid out, she looks fantastic. Um, with the red hair, I wasn't sure how they were gonna make her look. Like, were they gonna keep the red hair and everything like that? But it looks like everything has been kept the same, and you just insert Bailey there. I kind of always want to say Halle Berry, but it's Halle Bailey. And if that's, I believe that is really her singing. She sounds amazing. Now, very short clip. Obviously, can't I have to wait and see how the full movie plays out. But this looks fantastic. Probably the best thing from the three trailers that I saw. I am, like I said, it got me a little bit. But yeah, wow, that was awesome. Okay, so yeah, so three amazing looking trailers drop. I mean, Hocus Pocus 2, I can give or take. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the original one. Disenchanted, that looks like that's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very interesting there. But Little Mermaid, now Disney has not had a great track record as of recently with their live action adaptations. I've heard nothing but bad things about Pinocchio that just came out, and I'll be watching it and leaving my review on the channel this weekend. But if this is an indication of what's to expect for this particular movie, count me in. This might change the game a little bit for the live action adaptations, but we'll wait and see. Again, doesn't matter what I think. What matters most is what all of you think. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about these trailers? You know, Little Mermaid. What are your thoughts? Because I took me by surprise. I'm actually really looking forward to this one. So yeah, I'll be covering a lot of the D23 stuff, especially with the Lucasfilm, Marvel, Fox live action stuff that's dropping on Saturday. So stay tuned for my commentary on all of that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch all of you guys and gals next time. Thanks. Wu Tang's for the children.